We do presentations all the time, and that's a huge question that folks have. Why would I get a permit? Well, there's a few primary reasons that they would still want to. So if you can certainly carry permitless in Missouri, other than in the so-called 17 prohibited locations. And even at that, it's a Class B misdemeanor in 16 of those. They do have to keep in mind there are other locations like federal properties, public transit, Metrolink, things like that, where it's a felony under federal law to go into those locations with a firearm. So they need to know that there are layers of law that may apply. People who don't get a permit, actually, they don't get that training. They don't get the orientation to chapters 571 and 563, 571 being weapons offenses, and 563 being the defensive justification. When can I use force, and when is it appropriate, and they don't realize that they're committing a crime when they shoot somebody. That's how it starts out. So it's a crime. If you shoot somebody even in self-defense, it starts out as a crime, and you have to overcome that, so they don't get that kind of education. Other things with a permit, you can go to other states other than Illinois, of course, that recognize the Missouri permit. There's 32 to 35 at any given point in time. Other states that'll recognize the Missouri permit. With a Missouri permit, you get to do that. You get to carry your concealed firearm. If you carry permitless, you don't get to do that. So that's another part of it. And then if, God forbid, you get into a defensive shoot, when you go to court, what sounds better? Hey, I took the time, the effort to go get some training. I got the concealed carry permit, paid the $100 or whatever. It doesn't break the bank for sure. And cared enough to get training versus, yeah, I didn't even care enough to get training. The prosecutor's going to try to paint you as this kind of gunslinger, kind of wild person who just wants to strap on a gun and go blasting away. They have a better chance of doing that if you haven't bothered to get any sort of training.